Is there anything quite so intellectually stimulating as watching things break? Apparently not, because the festering pustule that is online video content is littered with content focused exactly on that. Breaking shit. We, the supposed pinnacle of cognitive evolution, collectively lose our minds over footage of seemingly indestructible rolling trash cans' windows failing to actually be shatterproof. We fixate on the Schadenfreude of metal crumpling in high-speed ballets of havoc and destruction, and we revel in replaying slow-mo footage of tibias snapping like dry twigs during poorly executed athletic maneuvers. And who could forget the captivating sagas of poorly constructed edifices surrendering to gravity, all providing endless amusement at the expense of someone's livelihood and potentially their lives. This digital coliseum of carnage caters to the lowest common denominator, a testament to our deeply ingrained fascination with failure and the spectacular unraveling of the material world. And don't pretend this morbid curiosity is confined to the grandest scale of disasters. Oh no. It trickles down, festers, and finds new, equally vapid outlets. Take, for instance, our hallowed halls of online woodworking. Once a bastion of craftsmanship and the quiet satisfaction of creation. Now, increasingly polluted by the digital equivalent of smashing pumpkins. We're treated to endless streams of self-proclaimed experts, gleefully torturing timber, subjecting meticulously crafted joints to brutal, unnatural forces, all for the fleeting validation of internet clicks. Meticulously documented tests on which screw is best are presented to us as if they hold some profound scientific insight. And all of this has become the new standard for engaging content? The visceral cracking of different wood species splintering under duress is apparently ASMR for the intellectually stunted. This, we are led to believe, is insightful. This is now educational. This, apparently, is what the digital masses crave. So with that in mind, and fully acknowledging the collective descent into the abyss of destructive voyeurism, now for your viewing pleasure, let's begin the fucking internet's greatest chair-busting video. Alright, settle down, you barbarians. I know what you're here for. You clicked the link, you probably skipped the intro, and now you're just thumbing across the timeline trying to find where I break this thing, waiting for your satisfaction of seeing something spectacular get annihilated. You don't care about the hours spent making the damn thing, or the thought behind the design. No, you just want the boom. Well, fine. Since you insist on being spoon-fed your digital destruction, I'm going to still make you wait a little bit longer while I acknowledge the utterly tedious process of creation. Each piece carefully designed, skillfully cut, and the holes, a mind-numbing number of them, each one a testament to the endless, glorious boredom of pre-assembly. And finally, the assembly itself, a thrilling ballet of dowels sliding into holes, almost as exciting as watching paint dry. And then the clamps, so many goddamn clamps, because apparently gravity and good intentions aren't quite enough to hold this chair together. And there you have it. The excruciatingly detailed, utterly captivating journey from raw materials to a fully assembled chair. The chair destined now for internet greatness. And these are the chairs that I've built. They're a good chair. They're comfortable. They don't fall apart under their own weight, let alone with my frame on it, 220 pounds. They complement the deck that I've built and the front door that I've built. And if you're under the assumption that these are the chairs that I'm going to be breaking, you'd be wrong, because these are good chairs. No, the chairs that I'm going to be breaking, they're right over there. Now, these are the chairs that I'm going to be breaking. And if I'm being honest with you, one of these is better than the other. This one here went off without a hitch. This one here is definitely the worst of the two. So I'm going to affectionately call this one David. These chairs have a very simple construction, albeit whoever designed these completely over-engineered them. Essentially, they are nothing more than 29 dowels that are friction fit into holes that then hold the whole thing together. On the outsides, a veneer, for lack of a better term, has been glued onto the outside to cover up the through holes. And other than that, it's pretty much it. Couldn't have been any easier, except for David. David didn't go so well. Now, to give you a little bit of perspective, this is a dinky little chair. And again, whoever designed it for kids. So, can it even hold my weight? I don't know. Let's find out. It's a little snug. There we go. That's all right. I'm sitting in it, 220 pounds on it. So we know baseline wise that this will hold 220 pounds. So with that being said, I need to make a little trek to the box store to go find some heavy stuff. Fuck! No! Yippee! Woohoo! No! State line. What? Entering Idaho. No, no, no. Wrong way. Wrong way. Where am I? Welcome to Washington civilization. What the hell is this? Seriously? Get out of my way! It never ends. Just want to go home. So, here's what I've got. I've got 20 50-pound bags of sand. That's 1,000 pounds, half a ton. I don't know whether or not that chair is gonna withstand 1,000 pounds. I don't know if it's gonna withstand 500 pounds. I have no idea. It's not like I've tested this 35 different times and I know the outcome. You're gonna see it in real time. So what I need to do now is rummage through all of my shit in my shop to find some sort of shelf that I can lay across to evenly distribute the weight and get to stacking. Should be fun. So if I were a betting man, which I am, right here, this is my oh snap point. This is where I think it's gonna fail, if it fails at all. I have no clue. Now, this is the better version, the stronger version. This isn't David. David's still hanging out on my workbench. We'll get to David later on. For right now, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's see if I can break something. All right, that's 5 bags of sand. That's 250 pounds. Looks pretty good to me. Keep on stacking. What's that, 9 bags, 450 pounds? Seems good to me. Ugh. $750 pounds. I don't hear any cracking. Nothing to signal that this thing is about to fail. I got 5 bags left. Getting a little tired. 5 more bags. Oop, there it goes. Oop, oop. Ooh, cracking. Cracking. Oh, is it gonna go? There it is. Ah, damn. Almost made it. 850 pounds. 850 pounds. And surprisingly, the joint that I thought was gonna break, it didn't. Well, I was totally wrong. So the base snapped. That joint didn't at all. And then obviously the back broke off with 850 pounds flying backwards. But all in all, that's kind of impressive. A dinky little chair like that, 800 pounds. That's like 3 Trumps worth of dead weight. All right, so it's David's turn. So David's not in a good way here. You know, he doesn't sit flat at all. Those dowels, oh yeah, perfectly placed. The glue up itself, yeah, it didn't go so great. I got cracks and just general chaos. This thing's a mess. I mean, look at that, guys. I mean, could it be any worse? Get it? So, what I'm gonna do here is, because I think a handful of you are already thinking this, I am going to slice off the back and I'm gonna see how many bags I can stack straight onto the dowels. And we'll see how much weight the dowels can take before this thing fails. Wish David luck. Yeah, that's not the right tool. There we go. Silly plywood, we don't need you. We're just going straight on. Oh, that's not even. Ooh, I'm already getting cracking. Okay, there's 250. Let's distribute it this way. Nope. Okay. That's 300. I don't think the dowels are gonna fail. Nope. That's 350. Yep, there she goes. £400. Well, that's downright underwhelming. Anticlimactic almost. All right, so I don't want to take too much longer. I just want to get this wrapped up. Hopefully, you have been satiated in your desire to see shit get broke. I was successful in that. But realistically, we need to ask ourselves a couple of questions when we are recommended these types of videos, and more importantly, when we watch. We have to ask ourselves, who cares? And secondarily to that, what does it matter? So when you see this type of video where people are just arbitrarily subjecting woodworking joints to unnatural forces, when is the last time you put a metric ton, on your dining table? When's the last time 12 people stood on your coffee table? Or putting 800 pounds on a chair? More than likely, you're never going to do it. So again, getting back to us as the viewers, we have to ask ourselves, why are we watching? Are we really taking anything away from these types of videos, or are we just simply watching to see shit break? No! Oh, come on! Oh, God, come on! No! Oh, come on! Fuck! Still waiting. It never ends. And that, my friends, is why you keep your receipts. Because who needs 1,000 pounds of fucking sand?